guys. So this is something that happens quite often today, but it is not our fault. It's the way the world is today. It's the way things are designed today to be, and it's not necessarily designed, but look at the state of the world, bro. Things that are kind of scarce, things that are different, are going to get hated on quite a lot. And to see the state that most people are in today, not trying, doing stupid shit, spending all their free time doing stupid shit, not leveling up, not being the men or women they're supposed to be. There's so much pressure on men. There's no pressure on women. And that's a bad thing. Honestly, men deserve all the pressure on earth. You're supposed to feel pressure, bro. You're supposed to feel pressure to level up. You're supposed to. Women probably should too. The fact they feel none makes it bad. Because if you don't feel the need, then how you gonna level up? They think they're perfect. I'm just me. I'm good. Most of y'all have mental illnesses. Don't tell me you're good. If everything was good, everything would be good. Everything's not good. Look at the state of the world. So when we talk about males, when we talk about men who worked very, very hard, and through their hard work and sacrifices and success have become very attractive men, they get hated on the most. It don't mean they're not loved. It don't mean they're not respected, but they're hated on the most out of anybody else. At the end of the day, it don't matter what a woman does. No one really hates a woman. And sometimes they convince themselves, oh, misogynist, oh, man-hater, oh, it's just bullshit. Like, no one can tell the truth about anything, or it makes them a hater or a misogynist. And it's funny because it's the truth. It is the truth. It's not even an opinion at a certain point. It's the truth. But anyways, yeah, when you become different, you're going to get hated on. When you set yourself apart, you're going to be hated on. When you were chosen, you're going to be hated on. A lot of people don't have a purpose. When you have a purpose, a lot of people's going to hate on you. Because you have something to live for. You have a different lease of life every day of your life. You have something completely different to live for. That in itself makes you far more attractive as a man. A lot of people in your own community and everything else going to be competing with you, boy. Going to be competing with you. Because you have shit going. A lot of people don't. A lot of people want to have shit going, but a lot of people don't. Because they ain't doing enough. They ain't working hard enough. They ain't smart enough. So, it's men. It's attractive men. It's men who have done the work, who is going to be hated on the most. They're still loved. They're still respected. But they're going to get the most amount of hate. People who's all the same, nothing to hate on. No one cares. Nobody even cares. But when you're different, when you set yourself apart, when you can do things, when you can earn things that other people can't earn, and do things that other people can't do, there it comes. There comes the hate because of the indifference. I don't make this up. I don't make these rules. It's the way it is. And men who become more attractive over time by putting in the work, putting in the reps. How do you become more attractive in the gym, for one? By putting in the reps. So when you put in the reps and you become more attractive over time, you're going to make other men who don't look worse. You're going to make other women who's even pretty good looking not even look as good as you. So you're going to be hated by females. You're going to be hated by other males who ain't at their best. And the best is blessed. The best ends up blessed. And the best done what the best does. Put in the work. Put in the grind. put in the sacrifice, live their life through their own lens, in their own shoes, 10,000s of miles. They have walked in their shoes and didn't need a handheld. Everyone else in life, guys, when you think about it, is being slowed down. Oh, my friend don't want to come to the gym today. Okay, I guess I'm not going. You can't go to the gym yourself. You can't go to the gym for a single day and not talk to nobody else and just get your shit done and get out. You can't do that. That's why you are who you are, because you can't do nothing on your own. You have to do shit by yourself. No one's going to be there to hold your hand when you're walking 10,000 miles. You think anyone's running alongside David Goggins? No, he's indifferent. He gets hated, but he's still loved and he's still respected. This makes an attractive man, being different. You're built different. You're different. You're different. You're different. You're strong. You're strong. You're not the same. You're just not. What makes you unique? Everyone on earth could be unique, but not everybody on earth is unique. That's the thing. Everybody could walk 10,000 miles in their own shoes. Unfortunately, most people don't even walk 10,000 miles in a lifetime because the friend wasn't there to do it with them. Didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it. Procrastination. Didn't want to do it. Can't do it. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for my time. I'm just waiting till next month. That's why you're not walking every day of your life in your own shoes. You're worried about your friend coming with you. When I first started going to the gym whenever I was young, there's a few friends coming with me at times and stuff like this when we were going, and one by one, they all fell off and I'm still going. I never had a desire to stop. With or without anyone, I'm going to the gym. I'm doing my thing. I'm on my program. I'm going. It doesn't matter who's there. It don't matter who's not there. I'm going to do what I'm going to do at the end of the day. I'm on that shit. Not everyone has that type of desire and hunger and is just there doing it. Not everybody has that. A lot of people just do things sometimes and just do things sometimes and just do things sometimes, and I'm there. I am there all the time. I don't go away. I'm always there. I'm always there. I'm always there. Hungry. Always there. A lot of people don't have that. Well, I gotta be home by 6 to be with my family and all this stuff and family time, and then we're gonna do all these activities tomorrow, and we're gonna do this and that, and will you go do 100,000 things with other people and enjoy your life? Because this is a different life. You're gonna be exactly like the people that you're around all the time. That's who you're gonna be like. So if you wanna be around some weak cut family members all the time, then you can be the next weak cut family member, and you can live your life however you want. If you want to live the basic family life and do the fun things and the traditions and all this stuff and families everything and all this stuff, then that's for you. But there's nothing different about you, and you can live that life. I'm just saying, what makes you different, what makes you indifferent, is actually being different. You become someone different through your own actions, through what you do. When you do hard things, you're going to be built different. Guys, you're going to be built different. You think these family picnic type people are just going through the trenches all the time, doing hard shit and becoming scarce human beings? No. They're feeding each other in peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with toothpicks stuck in them. No. Nothing against families or anything. I'm just saying. Anyone can live that life. Not everyone can live a scarce life. And people like that were put on earth for a reason. Were put on earth for a purpose. They get the most amount of love and respect, but they also get the most amount of hate. People feel strongly about these types of people. I've seen many people switch up on me in my journey. It's like once you take it so far, people start to drop off. They can't even watch you no more, bro. It's like you're just blowing their hair out of the water. It's unbelievable what they're witnessing. They can't believe you're doing it. They can't believe it's happening to you. It's happening for you. But it's how you lived your life. When they were partying in their 20s, you weren't partying in your 20s. You were staying disciplined. You were staying committed. And God sees this. He sees all of it. You would be surprised how you will get blessed if you just keep living that life like a man possessed. You'd be surprised. This makes scarce and attractive men. And they get hated on the most. And like I said, guys, you can do whatever you want to do in this life. You can have your little family picnics with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with toothpicks in them. You can be a scarce human being and say, I ain't pissing around. I got one life. I want to experience everything. Guess what? I've experienced family picnics before. Maybe not with the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but I can only do things, bro. Like, I can only see as much as I see so many times. I can only hang out with a certain friends group a certain amount of times. Man, if people were more interesting, I might want to do it more, but people don't interest me that much. You know who interests me? Scarce people. You know why? Because they're always working, they're always changing their own identities, and it's always fun and interesting. I remember by the time I was 19, I started having lesser and lesser and lesser and lesser friends. Things just get boring and stale after a while, man. It's like they're not changing. They're not growing up. I was growing up fast. No one else was, and it's like, this is stupid. I started gravitating towards like the Conor McGregors of the world at the time when I was like 19, 20 years old, just hearing his interviews, listening to professional athletes, entrepreneurs, and I was more interested in that because it's changing my identity more. I feel better. I'm getting better. I'm learning more about the world. I'm becoming. That's when you can't even really be around family no more. You're starting to lose friends. And it's a part of life. I didn't hate one individual I ever veered off from. Never. It's just, I can't talk to these people no more. My mind's different. The conversations I want to have is too deep for them to handle. The conversations they have is just going to hurt my ears. It's going to lull me to sleep. There's nothing fascinating. There's nothing interesting about it. So, nothing personal towards nobody. Everyone can do what they want. But this ain't an average life. This ain't nothing like it. It's far different. It's a different mindset. Your mind is just different. I don't force myself to be this way. I just am this way. A lot of people have to force themselves to be motivated to go to the gym and all this stuff. There's no force in me whatsoever. There's a calling on my life. I think a certain way. There's a lease of life on my life. There's this dragon energy on my life. And I'm just living my life. This is how it is. There's people I haven't seen, bro, in a long, long time. And if they were to see me, who I actually am right in front of them, it would probably shock them. Like, shock them completely. To see how much I've changed. It would make them feel like everything they're not. It would make them feel like everything they did not do. It would make them see what was possible for themselves. And this is why we can't get around just average people anymore. Still nothing against them. It is what it is. We could be around them. They can't be around us. I don't care. But can you even stick around when I'm being myself? They can't. It's too much. It's too much energy. It's everything's too much. So people, bro, when you become an attractive man, people's going to feel very strongly about you. There's going to be women that hate your guts. There's going to be women that love and adore you, and they're so attracted and aroused by you, it's not even funny. Just the thought of you just makes them leak. And there's going to be guys, bro, that have a lot of respect for you. People who's probably doing a little bit better in life. There's going to be a lot of guys who just envy you, bro. They see you and they give you these mean looks, and they just hate everything about you and who you are and what you're doing. And it's like, hate me. Hate me. I don't care. I'm gonna be me. You should be you too. You should just get away from me, to be honest. But they just hate. But yet, they feel so strongly about you. But they still won't do nothing about it, will they? They hate you so much. They feel they just want to say something sometimes, but they don't. Or they want to do something, but they don't. Well, maybe you should. And we'll see what happens. No one has ever done shit. Ever. And if it ever does, we're going to find out what's going to happen, I guess. But, it just goes to show how strongly some people feel about you, bro, when you become that guy, when you become him. People feel very strongly about it. And it's because you're indifferent. People that are kind of average, bro, they don't want you to be different. They don't want you to set yourself apart. They don't want to see the best out of you. They don't. Because they're not working on the best of them. They don't care about being the best of themselves. They just care about just getting by, just surviving, just whatever. They don't care. They don't care about going through the grind. They don't care about the glory. They don't care about that stuff. So when you do it, it just irritates them because they don't want you to do it. They don't want you to have it. They don't want you to have that title. We don't care that they're average. We don't care that they're average. They care that we're above average. That's the thing. They care that we set ourselves apart. That's the thing. That's where the controversy lies. And it's not just your peers of other men. There's going to be women that hate you too, bro. And let me tell you, they're angry feminists. Because a real attractive female herself is going to adore you. Is going to drip and drip and drip over yourself. Let me tell you. But there's always going to be angry people out there and haters, bro. And at the same time, they still feel strongly about you, don't they? They can't help it. And just to see the state of the world that we're in today, like, everything is so competition-y. Everything is so crazy, and we just gotta wish the best for everybody else, bro, and do what we do, and just, that's all we can do. But unfortunately, a lot of people just have this such angry vibe about themselves, and they're in competition with you and in competition with their own friends they pretend to be friends with, and it's like, I know people like that, bruh. I know people like that. It's silly. It is silly. Y'all should work together. Y'all should be laughing and joking around and working together and leave the gym together and go driving down the road, singing the songs and just having a good time, eating post-workout food together and getting down with it and having business talks and everything else. But people ain't like that today. We could only wish. But people ain't that bright. People don't see the higher things. That's why they're so angry, is because they can't see past of who they already are. Bro, some of these people that I'm thinking of, like, they've said things before, oh, I'm never going to change. And they just have that mentality. And it's like, you're right. You're never going to change. That sucks. I'm constantly changing all the time. Every single month. Every single year. I'm changing. Things are changing. Things are moving on. those are the same types of people, bro, that's going to hate on you because they don't have it in them to do what you're doing. They can't live that life. Like they don't get life. They don't get what life is all about. And to level up, it's kind of a lonely journey. That's where the separator happens. They can't be lonely. They can't feel lonely. They can't put in that work that nobody else sees. They can't do it. You can, they can't. They have to be with a group. They have to be with their boys, their friends on the weekend and all this stuff. They can't just grind. They have to do that shit. Only the strong survive, bruh. Only the strong survive. And this is why people like that hate people like us. That's it with this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this take, but understand, this is the way it is. I didn't make it this way. It's the way the world is, and it's always been this way, but it's probably gotten worse. It's probably gotten worse. See what happens, I guess.